Linguistics is today's topic of discussion. Friends, linguistics is a very vast area of study. Actually, it is a different subject altogether. Okay, but in English literature, you will find some basics or some important theories from linguistics. And if you are studying English literature, then you have to deal with linguistics right from your graduation days. So in this session, I will cover up all the important theories, all the important points as well as all the important topics from linguistics. And in the end of this video, I will provide some important materials so that you guys can use it in your study. Okay, so let's start. So in order to understand what is linguistics, at first we have to know that what is language. So language actually means a medium of transmitting message through sound system, or you can say that language is a form of human communication by means of a system of symbols principally transmitted by vocal cords. And it can be also said that language is meaningful sound unit which effectively serves the purpose of communication among the human beings. Okay, so there are lots of definition regarding language, and various critics, various theories define language in various ways. By the way, let's now talk about linguistics. So linguistics is the scientific study of a language. Basically, there can be seen two types of linguistics. One is the external branches of linguistics and the other one is internal branches of linguistics. So in the internal branches of linguistics, we have phonetics, then phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, and pragmatics. And in the external branches of linguistics, we have psycholinguistics, sociolinguistics, anthropological linguistics, then philosophical linguistics, stylistics, computational linguistics, and applied linguistics. So keep these things in mind, okay? So friends, now let's talk about the internal branches of linguistics. So let's divide these branches into three categories. The branches which are related to sound, the branches which are related to the structure of language, and the branches which are related to the meaning of language. So actually phonetics and phonology studies the sound of language. Then morphology and syntax studies the structure of language. Then semantics and pragmatics studies the meaning of language. Now let's talk about phonetics. So phonetics is a branch that studies the individual sounds of language, including their production, reception, and physical properties. Okay, so please remember guys that phonetics studies the individual sounds of a language. And there are also some parts of phonetics there, which is the study of the physical properties of sounds. Then auditory phonetics, which is the study of the way listeners perceive sounds. Okay, then articulatory phonetics, which is the study of how the vocal tracts produce the sounds. So now we have phonology. So phonology studies about different sounds and the way they come together to form speech and words. Okay, so please keep these things in mind. And friends, one important thing is that you can check out the topic called organs of speech in my channel. I'll provide the link in the description box. Okay, so after this we have morphology and syntax that study the structure of language. Actually, the word formations means how words formed is called morphology. It means that how the morphemes are put together. Friends, always remember that morphology is not the combination of words, but morphology studies the formation of words. So friends, if we say that in morphology the morphemes are put together, so if I give an example, the word beautiful, here beauty is one morpheme and full is one morpheme. So in the word beautiful, the two morphemes are put together. There are basically two types of morphology. One is lexical, which focuses on word formation, and the other one is inflectional morphology, which focuses on the grammar. And after this we have syntax. So in the simplest form, we can say that the format in which words and phrases are arranged to create a sentence is called syntax. So it is the study of phrases, clauses, and how words are put together. So this is the overall combination of words. Okay, so this is the combination of words. This is not the formation of words, because morphology is called as the formation of words. Please remember these things. Friends, in this context, let me tell you one thing, that the term grammar is often used to refer both morphology and syntax. So after sound and structure, we have the meaning of language, and in the field of the meaning of language, we have two branches, semantics and pragmatics. So friends, actually meaning, or what the sentence means, is actually one of the most key factor or most obvious features of language. So now let's talk about semantics. So actually semantics deals with the decontextualized meaning of a text. So semantics is not contextual, okay, it is decontextual. That means that it doesn't deal with the situational context. It is the study of meaning, or you can say it is the study of the relation between linguistic expressions and their meanings, okay. So this is semantics, and pragmatics is highly based on the context. So when the language is based on a particular context, and the clauses, the phrases, the sentences are justifying the particular context, then that is called pragmatics. So friends, semantics is decontextualized. On the other hand, pragmatics is the study of language with reference to the situational context, the context in which the language is used. So these are the internal branches of linguistics. Friends, in the description box, I'll provide some important links on linguistics by some other creators. So please, if you want, you can check out those videos after this. So friends, now let's check out the external branches of linguistics. So at first we have psycholinguistics. So friends, this is quite important, okay. Here, if you divide this word, then you will find two words. First one is psycho and linguistics. So from there, it is clear that it is related to psycho or psychology. So psycholinguistics is the study of how the physique responds to the words and languages, okay. So it is also a branch of both linguistics and psychology. That's why it is also a part of the cognitive service, okay. So after this we have sociolinguistics. So here again, if you break this word, then you will find two words, socio and linguistics. So that's why sociolinguistics is the study of the sociological aspects of language. It refers to the way the language is used in society, okay. Friends, here I am discussing briefly, but if you want to know about these things in detail, then you can check out other YouTube videos, or you can check it out in Google also. So now let's peep into the next kind of external branches of linguistics, that is anthropological linguistics. So it is the subfield of both the linguistics and anthropology, okay. And this type of linguistics means anthropological linguistics is concerned with the place of language in its wider social and cultural context, okay. And anthropological linguistics also studies the role of language in forging as well as sustaining the cultural practices and social structures. So friends, you can take a screenshot and read it yourself. Now we have philosophical linguistics. So this is another kind of the external branches of linguistics. So in philosophical linguistics, we people observe the link between language and logical thoughts, okay. So after this we have stylistics. So stylistic is the study as well as interpretation of texts of all types. So it is the interpretation of all types of texts as well as spoken languages in regard to their linguistic and tonal style. So this is the stylistics, okay. Now we have computational linguistics. So it is quite different from other linguistics because it is concerned with the computational modeling of natural language, okay. It is also the study of the appropriate computational approaches to linguistic questions. Actually, computational linguistics is also called as CL. It is the application of computer science to the analysis, synthesis, and completion of written and spoken language. And this CL explores how human language might be automatically processed and interpreted. Friends, in this respect, I have to clear one thing, that I don't have the book on the external branches of linguistics. So that's why I have taken these things from Google, especially from Wikipedia. Okay, you can also check out. So after this we have applied linguistics. So this is also quite important and quite easy also. This field of linguistics identifies, investigates as well as offers solution to the language related real life problems. And there are some academic fields which is related to this type of linguistics, and they are psychology, anthropology, sociology, education, etc. Okay. So friends, these are the external branches. So we have discussed both the internal and external branches of linguistics. So now let's talk about the theories of language development, okay, which is quite important if you are dealing with linguistics. So there are actually a bunch of theories regarding language, but we'll deal in this session the theories of Ferdinand de Saussure, Leonard Bloomfield, Noam Chomsky. Okay, so they are quite important, but apart from them, we have other theorists also like Edward Sapir, David Crystal, etc. So now let's talk about the theories of Ferdinand de Saussure, who was a Swiss or we can say French theorist. Okay, he was born in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay, so Saussure is known as the founding father of modern linguistics. So friends, this is quite important. You have to remember this. Now let's talk about the researches of Saussure. So Ferdinand de Saussure's most important books are A Course in General Linguistics that was published in 1983 and a memoir or memoir on the primitive system of vowels in Indo-European languages. So now let's talk about the main ideas of Saussure on language as well as linguistics. So at first, he talked about language as human phenomena, in which he brings out the need of analysis and understanding of language. Okay, so according to Saussure, language is to be understood as a system. Language never gives us meaning, rather we impose meaning on language. Okay, so Saussure described language as human phenomena. Then he talked about Lang and parole. So this is one of the most important points or topics we can say in linguistics. Okay, so Lang is actually a French word that is used for language, but Saussure has used this word Lang to refer the system of language. Okay, according to David Crystal, here Lang refers to the language system shared by community of speakers. Okay, and therefore parole is another French word that was used by Saussure, and David Crystal defines parole as parole refers to the concrete utterances produced by individual speaker in actual situations. So friends, this Lang and parole are quite important, okay, in linguistics. So let's now talk about semiology, which is another theory of language by Saussure. So here semiology is described as the science of signs or the study of how signs operate in social world. Okay. And the study of semiology comprises sign, signified and signifier. Friends, you can see these things in screen. So please kindly read it. You can take also screenshot then read it. In today's session, I am not able to discuss all the points in details. So that's why I am discussing everything in brief. So now let's check out another theory by Saussure. So there we have synchronic and diachronic. So they are the two temporal dimensions of linguistics investigation that was introduced by Saussure. In synchronic linguistics, languages are studied at a theoretical point in time. This synchronic linguistics only describes the state of a language, and synchronic analysis doesn't look at any development or change, or it doesn't look or pay much attention on the changes that might be taking place. Okay, we can say. On the other hand, diachronic analysis looks specifically for the origin and changes as it examines a structure or phenomenon over a period of time. So diachronic analysis of language studies changes. On the other hand, synchronic analysis of language studies only, or you can say describes only, the state of a language. Okay. After this we have syntagmatic and paradigmatic study of language. So you can say that a syntagmatic analysis pays attention to the ways in which the words used in a particular sentence to relate one another. Okay. On the other hand, paradigmatic analysis is concerned with the way that such vocabulary relates to other. So friends, in psycholinguistics, which is a part of the external branches of linguistics, in that part, means in psycholinguistics, the term pragmatic is used to denote the mental associations between words. Then after this we have axis and value of linguistics by Ferdinand de Saussure. After this we have the theories of Leonard Bloomfield. So Bloomfield was an American linguist, and his famous books are An Introduction to the Study of Language and Language. Actually, friends, Leonard Bloomfield was a pioneer of behavioral linguistics, and he brings forth some ideas of linguistics and their utterance, then speech community, fundamental assumption of linguistics, bilingualism, behaviorist concept of meaning, linguistic forms which include morpheme, then phrase, word, then we have syntactic constructions, phoneme, postulate, secondary response, tertiary response, and taxim. So after Bloomfield we have Noam Chomsky. Chomsky was born in Philadelphia, and the scientific investigation on linguistics, which was started by Saussure, is successfully continued by Chomsky. So Noam Chomsky's revolutionary proposals in the field of linguistics are internalized language, which is also called as I-language, mentalist theory, language acquisition device, competence and performance, innateness of hypothesis, minimalist approach, nativism, logical problems of language acquisition, universal grammar, which is quite important. Then we have generative grammar, government building theory, grammaticality and acceptability. So friends, these are the important proposals, or we can say theories, by Noam Chomsky. So friends, that's it for today's discussion. I really tried to bring all the important theories, all the important branches of linguistics in one video. So if you guys like it, then don't forget to give it a like, and please share this video as much as you can, and if you want, you can also subscribe to this channel. So now let's check out some important materials on the origin and development of language, then the theories of language acquisition, behavioral approach, mentalistic approach of linguistics, etc. Okay.